How are you doing today? Oh my goodness. So, I am just figuring everything out today. I got my video rendered for Wednesday, so that was a good time for me. I got that stuff done. I'm planning to work on some backlog I have. I have this Raid Chibi that I am trying to finish up. And then I will have some other stuff going on too. So this chibi image is probably the most pressing on my thing because I want to make like a pop-up that happens when I have raiders come in. It's just saying thank you so much, hello, all that kind of good stuff. And then there's a thank you image I need to do for that's actually for my that's actually for blah 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 blah. That's for my Etsy. So I have a thank you image I need to make, like for a thank you card. And then yeah, it'll be all set and ready to go for the shipments and everything. So today I'm just gonna get into it. I found my little reference images and stuff, but here's the chibi. Like there's a lot that I've done with this already. So as you probably notice, it's like super easy. Like I just basically have to do the face part and then that's it, which is really not bad. Like I could be dealing with a whole lot worse of a circumstance. I'm gonna put this as Iris so I know exactly what that is. But like as you see, it's getting there. It's doing pretty good. I did this a while back. So I just have like the face part to do because I have like this is one that's my blank. That's first face, and then that's the second face. So as you see, there's like two different faces. And so yeah, it's going to get we're going to get started on that and get that going. The nice thing about this is that I have a lot of this stuff ready to go already. So it's not so bad. I'm going to put on some music. We're going to put on some music. Probably hearing some music in the thing. There we go. I'm just gonna have a little bit, just a hint of music. Not so much. I just bumped it up a little because I'm on a different little part right now. But we're gonna get this done. We're gonna get this is not gonna take me too long, I don't think. I just have the eyes to do, it looks like, and some line work. Maybe some shadow work too. But you know, that's probably better than what I had originally. So I'm just labeling as I need to label. But there we go. Okay, cool. Pin. There we go. So as you see, it's gonna take, not gonna be so bad. It's gonna be pretty easy to finish this off. I've done, and this is like the thing with where I'm at with my graphics. Like there are graphics and stuff that I want to go and make for my channel that I just haven't gotten a chance to. And I just have things I need to get done. So like this. It's gonna get done. That's how I feel about it. bump it down. Add the add that part to it. So. And then I am going to also, which is nice and great too, is I am going to also add some just add some things to it. Just add the little pizzazz I need to all this. So okay, so we are doing this. This is my normal way of doing all this stuff anyways. I know I need to work on my other things too. Oh, what? Let's, oh, I'm on Vector. I'm on hard erase. Okay. I was like, which one am I on? There we go. Cool. There we go. There we go. Cool. And now I go and add to it. So. Yeah. Hold on. I'm doing a lot with this just so I can fix this up. And then I'm actually going to add that as the last touch. I'm going to pop that as this right here. Do it like that. And then maybe adding that as a multiply so it can be brought down a little. There we go. And then we'll do this part. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Late night art. I know. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff lately, though. That's what I've been doing. I've been dealing with a lot. Dealing with a lot. I know. I know a lot of people have been kind of wondering. I know you guys have been wondering. But I'm doing a lot better right now, though. And then So, as you notice, it's kind of got the poppiness. I'm gonna put a little part right there too. There we go. That makes it cute. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. And actually, I'm gonna add some light blue there. Go. There we go. Cool. Yeah, that looks really good. That looks really good, actually. That looks really good. There we go. So, now on this face part, I am going to add some of this. This is what I'll do. I'll do a little bit of this stuff. Oh. It's already, I was like, oh, that's nice that, okay, cool. And add that. Yep. We're gonna do a little bit of that. I know, I got some things that I'm working on. There we go. And then adding a little bit more. There we go. So as you see, this is pretty easy right now. I'm trying to add some more stuff to it. Is that it? No, it's this one. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. It's like that, probably. Trying to multiply it out, and then maybe some of that. Maybe a little. Yeah. That feels better. That actually feels better. For me, it feels better. So. I know this is very sharp chibi. I'm thinking about making it like this sharp too. Just because it just, just because I know that this is, this is a little, there's a lot going on. There we go. There we go. So that's the first chibi. The first chibi's done. I know that took literally no time at all, which I'm surprised that took like literally that much time. But I think it's because I did do all that coloring, all that stuff beforehand, that it's pretty much ready to go. Let me see the export. Okay. I'm gonna export that one as Raid Chibi. Yeah, there's a lot of little things for me to do right now. But I think doing a little thing stream is helpful. Do I have a pop-up Chibi one already? Boom, 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 boom. Bonnie. Pop-up Chibi. Oh. Oh. We'll do this one then. Yeah. And we're gonna save this one as the... I'm gonna make a new folder. And this is just so I can keep Bonnie Pop-up Chibi. So I can keep everything together when I am working on this in After Effects. Because this is gonna go into After Effects. So first one's done. We can get rid of that face and then finish up with this face. So that's my layers. Okay, cool. So that's my iris. The eyes. That's my iris. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm just slowly but surely trying to get my stuff together at this point. So I can actually do this. So I can actually make something on After Effects. I haven't played with After Effects for quite a bit. So having some, you know, having a project that I can utilize that will be really fun. And then I'm just doing basic animations, like super basic animations. Let's see here. Is that the face too? There we go. Okay, cool. I was just like, what is going on there? Hello, Captain. How are you doing? I am just working on some images, some stuff that I need to do for my stream. I hope you're doing good. Been working on Inktober. I got my stuff done for my other thing, for my Etsy store. So I'm able to work on actual stream stuff. Like stuff to go and make my stream look cool. Playing some MLB The Show. How's that going? How's that going? I know everybody's been like baseball right now because of baseball season. I know my boyfriend's been feeling some feelings right now about New York. But he always feels feelings about New York. Meaning he'll cuss out any New York team if he has a chance to. You dropped a spooky program. Oh, cool. So you're trying to earn those? Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, spooky programs. That'd be fun. That's fun. That's fun. The Dodgers and the Yankees. So now the Dodgers, I hope both lose. I feel you. I have, it's funny. The Dodgers actually have a little bit more over the Yankees in my book right now because They totally, during Anime Expo, they totally pandered to the VTuber crowd and actually got a whole bunch of VTuber stuff going for it. And I was like, oh my god. I'm like, of all the teams. So, you know, I was just like, okay, they okay. Meanwhile, I've never liked the Yankees. And I am a Pittsburgh fan, so, but also I would root for the Red Sox for my boyfriend too. Because yeah, because because we'll root for each other's teams sometimes. Like, I'll root for basketball for him. He knows that. He'll do hockey for me. I'm a Braves fan. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So Braves, yeah, we good with, we love Braves. We love the Braves in our household too. But that's just because, you know, I lived in Atlanta, so that's one of those moments. Went to a bunch of Braves games as a kid, so that's something there. He's like, I'll root for the Braves. Also, my family is, my Alabama part of my family is really a huge Braves and stuff. Oh, they're heated rivals in the profession. Yeah, I did not know that. I did not know that. But, you know, I deal with, I just know about, I just know the about any New York team in Boston, so, for baseball, so that's why I'm like, yeah, I'd rather root for Dodgers versus the Yankees, because, you know, New York. He also feels this way. Like, I mean, he also doesn't like anything LA either. But, you know, we're like, so who's the better choice? That's basically how we feel, and we're like, none of them. But it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I know that, yeah, I've been to a few MLB games. I know that for sure. I went to the Braves when I was little in Atlanta. And then I went to, I've been to a Pittsburgh game. So, in the Pittsburgh game, I gotta tell you, no team understands it like Pittsburgh on when it comes to, let's go and have a halftime. Oh, Atlanta? Okay. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely go to the aquarium. The aquarium is fucking awesome. I love that aquarium so freaking much. That's why she wants to go. Oh, yes. Yeah, yes. Yeah, no, that aquarium is probably one of my favorite aquariums in the fucking country, at least in the world. Yeah, it's just really good. It's really good aquarium. I've been multiple times. The other one I would say go to is, I do like the I need to do World of Coca-Cola again. Yeah, if we do that at Coca-Cola Museum, yeah, it's right next to it. It's literally right next to it. And the other one I'm gonna say is the college, in that plaza too. The College Football Hall of Fame is right there. That's also Centennial Park. So it's all of the Olympics, the old 1996 Olympic stuff. And the CNN building is there too, which I don't know if they do tours anymore. Because they used to do tours at the CNN building, which was really cool. But I think that is discontinued. But okay, yeah, pass on that. Yeah, exactly. And normally there's something that's going on in Centennial Park as well, which is really cool. Oh, I forgot to put my bang boobs up. Hold up, let me put my bangers up. But the other one that is, there's some pretty cool stuff over in that area anyways, just to go and, yeah, it's just the big park. And there's a big Ferris wheel and stuff over that way too. I'm trying to think of some of the other things in that particular area, which is really cool. The CNN building is actually really fun, to be honest. Lots of, used to have a lot of Cartoon Network stuff there, because of, Turner and stuff. And they would, they always go and they put up stuff for, for the, TBS and stuff too. So if like there's a basketball game and stuff going on. And yeah, the basketball arena is over there too, Mercedes. I just know a lot about that area because of going to the conventions in that area for sure. Because there is a because MomoCon is there. Dragon Con is in that area, and so is Anime Week in Atlanta now is in that area. And I would go over that area anyways because aquarium. The Atlanta Zoo is really good too. Actually, a really good zoo. So, but that's like all on the other side of Atlanta. And so I would plan a day trip there if you were like, oh yeah, I want to go to the zoo. And then there's like some really cool museums. There's actually a puppetry museum, which is really cool. I like the puppetry museum a lot. Yeah, the puppetry museum's really cool. That's all, Jim Henson stuff. So, I know that from, doing, from friends and stuff, and they have, like, things from, yeah, they have things from, like, the Labyrinth and stuff, which I was like, oh, that's really neat. That's one I need to go, that's one I actually need to go to. No, the puppets from Mr. Rogers are actually in Pittsburgh. They're actually at the Heinz History Center, because they have all of the puppets there for that one. I know that because I saw that in person. Yeah. Yeah, it's all like Jim Henson stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, being from the Pittsburgh area and knowing that one. Yeah, there's one in Pittsburgh. Yeah. Yeah, Pittsburgh Pittsburgh's got a really cool, yeah, that Heinz History Center is just really cool in general. It's just, there's like half the museum is dedicated to Pittsburgh sports history. The other half is like innovations and stuff in Pittsburgh. And it's just really neat because you're like, they'll also like they have the sets for Mr. Rogers over there. They have some really cool like when I lived over that way, they had a museum exhibit about this space program, and it was all about the Alcoa plants that helped develop the steel for the space station, and the shuttles and stuff. And it was actually it was one of those exhibits that they basically were testing for the what's it called, for the Smithsonian. So, which it was kind of neat to go and be at a test museum for like a test museum for that. That was like the thing I miss about living up in Pittsburgh, because they would do like some cool stuff like that. I mean, granted, we're starting to get a little bit of that in Charlotte. The Aviation Museum is really good up here. But some of the other ones, I'm not a fan of the Mint. I'm not a fan of, I mean, the NASCAR Hall of Fame is okay. But Yeah, so far, like, my favorite museum in Charlotte is actually the Aviation Center. Um, I'm a little biased because I like that stuff, but I mean, it rocket ships. It rocket ships it cool. And let's see here. There we go, there we go. And I'm just slowly building this up. It's starting to look pretty good. Starting to look good. We getting there. There we go. So, as you see, I have this. So this is my save for my Chibi 2. And we are done with this. Wants to do so much next year. All. Yeah, I know I feel that way too. I want to do a lot. I just haven't had time nor the money nor the energy. And you know, I'm getting there. It's getting better. It's getting better. I know that. I'm trying to run the clip studio image of this. Okay. Where is the clip studio image of this? Okay. An emote with a purpose. Porpoise. Definitely a porpoise. Tell her we should take. Yes. DC, fantastic. Go. There's so much in DC that we want to do that we couldn't do it all in the time that we were there, but we want to go back. That's one of those ones that we are ready to go back. The good thing about DC is all the museums, all the Smithsonian museums, free. They are completely free. So that's the good thing about that I personally like about DC. I know that I am trying to if I told Stanley we're going to go to DC, he would be like up for it. Like super up for it. So that's one of those good things about it. Yeah, the Smithsonian, great. Love it. Love that location. Love it all. The other things I like there definitely are I'm looking at this. Are definitely I love the African American History Museum. That one is fantastic. I'm just like go. It's like it's actually not just go. That one's actually run to it. So good. Stanley also really liked the he really liked, oh gosh, I'm trying to think of he liked Ford's Theater, which I remember it being good when I went. It's still good. Had some interesting people on the streets, yes. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Definitely just like we had such good food there at DC as well. We actually went to some really good restaurants. So that was a plus. I didn't think that DC would be such a food hub, but it really is. I know that I was actually watching something. Orlando is a big food hub now, which is really interesting. Not for Disney, but just in general. And I was kind of like, oh, maybe that might be a trip that we like look into, even though we were planning on that anyways, going to like Disney and Universal and stuff like that because Stanley's never been. But the whole DMV area is a food hub. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I literally was I ate so good in DC though. So good. And yeah, I know like obviously we talk about like Savannah and Charleston and stuff being good food stuff too. Like I literally I still love the food choices I had in Savannah. Like absolutely love those. But definitely and I miss it, but Charlotte's starting to get a lot of really cool stuff too, actually. Like the other day, Stanley and I we found a legit like like an actual legit ramen bar. It was actually really cool. It was it was definitely things that I sat there and went, wow, that actually is so nice that we have a an authentic ramen bar like this. Because normally like we've been begging for places like this, and we have an authentic Thai steam bun place. Taiwan steam bun place, which is fantastic. Those buns, holy shit. Um, those buns need to get in my belly again. But unfortunately, Pineville Matthews is so far. Pineville area is like 30 minutes for me, and I'm kind of like, I don't want to take the road to go to it, which is, it's just like so far from me. But we are getting a legit Korean barbecue soon, which makes me happy too. Like a hot pot place, Korean barbecue hot pot, which I'm like, please. So excited about that. I haven't had hot pot in forever, and I would have hot pot in Boston, but we didn't really have any kind of place like that. So having a place like that, exciting, and that would be right down the street from me, which I'm like, please, I need more options. I have a lot of African food near me, which I know is kind of surprising. I have a lot of Caribbean as well, but there's apparently like a huge population of African and Caribbean people near me, which I'm like, that's cool. I know, I love Korean. Korean is one of my favorites, to be honest. Yeah, Korean food is like one of my favorite foods. I know like when it comes to like I've never had like issues with like any kind of Korean food. When it comes to other Asian foods, sometimes it's like hit or miss for me. But other than that, like I'm like, Korean hot pot, please, thank you. Get in my belly. Seafood, gullah. Yeah, I was about to say, you guys have the gullah food, which I remember in Savannah us having that too. We had seafood, and I'm a big seafood eater. So that was when I was a kid, I would like seafood would be like one of my favorite things to do. But I know not everybody loves seafood. So, but yeah, I'm like, I had to tell Stanley about the Gullah people a few days ago. Well, actually, like a few weeks ago, because he's never heard of them, and I was like, oh, it's like, you didn't go watch Gullah Gullah Island? And he's like, no. And so I was like telling him about it, and he was like, that's actually like pretty legit, like the things about it. So had never had real crab. Oh my goodness. When I was little, we had a lot of I learned how to shuck my own crab and stuff when I was really little. So it was funny because the other day we went to a seafood place here in Charlotte, and I noticed, like, I know Charlotte is not like the best seafood place at all. So it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite seafood area. But I went to a seafood place and it was oyster bar. And I literally looked at my friend and they were like, yeah, there's an oyster bar and they have oysters and stuff. And I was just like, oh, so do we have to shuck our own crab, or or is it just they shuck it for us? Oysters, or they shuck it for us. And she kind of looked at me like funny, because she was like, of course they shuck it for you, but you know, here's me. I've literally, that's all I've done as a kid. I shucked oysters, like when we go and do stuff. Yeah, know how to crack open the crab. Exactly. So easy. It's so easy, and people are just like, I don't know how I would. They're like, I don't know how I would start with that, and I'm just like, we sometimes, like, I mean, I started when I was little, so I started when I was maybe 7 or so when I learned. So I was really young when I first learned how to do it. So yeah, people kind of look at me like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I was like 7. And that's because we had a friend who he would bring in fresh seafood from the coast. He owned his own boat and owned his own business. So we were like always like doing that. And so it was like not so bad for us. It wasn't so bad for us to eat like seafood and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I know I was like little. In my family just like looks at me like, you crazy. Except for my parents, which my parents were the ones that like taught me. So I was like, yeah, that's a thing that I learned. So as a kid, we would clean the fish. Yes. I was telling my friends the other day about fishing for crab when I was a kid, because we did that as a kid for camp and stuff. So I was like easy. That was pretty easy for me. So I was telling them about like how you catch crab and stuff, and they were just like looking at me like, what? And I'm like, granted they're only from like Iowa and North Carolina, but I was like, yeah, no, it's like super easy, blah 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 blah. Yeah, trap basket, the bait, yeah, exactly. And then also get the you basically get your your chicken necks or something. They were a little surprised about the chicken neck thing. I was very much like, yeah, you just get your chicken necks. And they just like looked at me like, the fuck? Like the fuck, Bonnie? Gizzards. Yeah! You get gizzards too. Gizzards, chicken necks. Yep. So it's just like you get your stuff like that, and you go out into the water. You just kind of dump it there. Hot dogs or shad. Yes. Yes. So, yeah, thank you for the good night. Yeah, but we would do all that, and it's just, you know, yeah, hot dogs, you can use hot dogs for it. We just used either chicken necks or chicken wings. Just because it's easy. Actually, that's where my fins are. Thank you for the art compliment. Trying to fix this, you know. I use chicken livers for catfish bait. Catfish bait. Yep, catfish. Yeah, I knew. Like, I know that Lake Norman, we there's people who noodle around here, so they'll just, you know. That's still a thing that people do. They still do the noodling. It's like people be crazy. I will pass on the noodling. Exactly. I know. It's noodling's scary. Noodling is scary sometimes. When there's gators. And yeah, you guys got the gators. You guys definitely got the gators. I gotta say, we don't exactly have the gators around here. I'll tell you. That's one thing that I miss, but I don't miss. Because the gators, you know, they would just go from lagoon to lagoon where... Oh, well, snapping turtles... Well, the snapping turtles aren't too bad. We definitely have garfish, though. The garfish are the ones that we kind of worry about more. Yeah, not so much snapping turtles. I haven't really seen a lot of snapping turtles around here. But that's just because life. We definitely have the garfish though, so those things are fucking scary as shit. Let's see here. Actually, I'm gonna bump this up. I hate when I hook a gar. I know, right? Oh no, the gar is just... They scary. They scary as shit. They scare me more than anything, to be honest. I was like... It's like... I'm trying to adjust They're also not worth catching and cleaning. Exactly. Exactly. They're not worth it. Definitely not worth it. I've had experiences like that. At least the catfish sometimes are worth it. Sometimes catfish are worth it. Yeah, they basically, it's like, yeah, their scales are basically armor. So, yeah, exactly. It's kind of like one of those moments of, it really isn't worth it. And I'm just trying to... doing different angles and stuff. That's basically how I am trying on this right now. Yeah, right now it's been kind of it's been pretty good right now. Oh, going next year in July. Oh, are you guys going to the convention then? Because there's a one then that is I'm trying to think of what it's called. Oh gosh. But it's like a big pop culture convention. I know that that's pretty big down there. Ghost. Oh yeah. I heard about that. I heard that they were... Yeah, there's a yeah, that they came in. Yeah, I heard about that because I have a lot of friends who are like, they're going to oh gosh, it's like the Raleigh Pop Culture convention. So they're gonna go to that, and they're gonna go to that tour because I think it's on like the same weekend. I think it is. I'm not like 100% positive. But she obsessed. Nice. So yeah, they'll just say this is right up your alley then. Yeah, it's... Yeah, there's like a little there's like a pop culture convention that happens during that period of time, which I know that will definitely affect some of the stuff too. But yes. Yeah, and I'm gonna say Raleigh's nice. Raleigh is really nice. If you have never been, really nice city. Really a fun place. I've enjoyed my time in Raleigh multiple times. The police officers need to pay more attention, you know. But yeah, he knows all the lore. I'm like, I don't know any. Just give me the music. I've been through once. Yeah. I mean, I have stories of Raleigh police officers. One of them is actually pretty funny because they actually ended up accidentally wrecking into my car. So that was a thing that they did. They paid for it. They paid for my car. But yeah, that was definitely an interesting time. Interesting event that happened in my life. Yeah, it was yeah, they wrecked into my car, which was very interesting, and I will say it was during the anime convention there. So not only is my car wrecked, but I'm standing on the side of the road in cosplay because this was when I was doing major cosplay stuff. So hello, last in line. So yes, it was definitely a interesting experience. So I was on the side of the road dressed in cosplay, my boobs like definitely popping, you know. I slayed. It's okay. My boobs are popping. And yeah, this Raleigh cop ended up going and running into my car, and that was a couple of years back. That was actually I now that I have a new car, you know, now that I have a new car, this is hopefully my new car does not have my old car's juju. So, you know, it getting there, getting there. I haven't done too much with the new car really. I've just gone from one location to another and, you know, try to exist. So that's basically how I feel right now. It's like I'm just trying to exist at this point. So I'm doing my stuff. Hello, Liz Ann. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Yeah, so that's my story about how the Raleigh cop hit my car, and I, you know, I definitely had a interesting time trying to it was just a lot of paperwork. Let's just say that. They paid for my entire car, not gonna lie. But it was definitely it was just frustrating because I was living in Charlotte at the time too, so it was like I have to get my car back home. How am I going to do that without a tow truck? Which we did. I had some crime scene tape at that period of time that they gave to me. So they gave me some crime scene tape to tie up my car. I mean, my car definitely looked like the most ghetto looking car that it possibly entered Raleigh. They hit it. It was like they hit it, but it just like my bumper was coming off, so they just had to like stick it back on together. And so that was the more annoying thing. And what was even more annoying was my car just got out of the shop before that, because it was in the shop because a little bit prior to that, I had somebody try to break into my car at my old job when I was working for a plastics company. And they would try to break into my car on premises, and I was just like, this is annoying. So that was annoying when that happened. But you know, it's A-okay. This car was just bad luck in general. That car hit more things, and my parents were like, that car hit more things than the actual fucking lottery. Like, and they were like, you know, we wish that this car would hit the lottery and not actual things that people, like, it just got into fucking wrecks all the time and stuff like that. And it wasn't because of me, which is kind of weird. Because everybody's like, oh yeah, are any of these wrecks your fault? No, none of them. None of them are my fault, which was even remotely crazy. It was just, my car was just pure bad luck. And like my first car payment that I was gonna do, car got wrecked. Because lady, who was obviously not supposed to be on the road, on her cell phone decided to wreck into my car when it was pouring outside. So it was like, oh, fantastic, great. So that was like at my first car payment. So now I do not have a car payment, which I'm gonna say good. I mean, I just got this new car like a few weeks ago, like maybe like 2 weeks ago. No car payment. I paid out of pocket because I'm broke right now. Like, seriously broke. So, we surviving. We thriving. And I'm just seriously just, you know, I'm like, I'm surviving and thriving at this point. Oh. There we go. I'm trying to. There we go, there we go. But I know that I am. Okay, cool. So that's my sketch. That's my sketch. Cool, 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 cool. There we go. Trying to darken that up a bit so my eyes are not straining so much. There we go. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So this is just something I do, like, just in general, so I can, you know, survive this. But yeah, the car, much better right now. I'm definitely feeling a lot better about that whole entire situation. I was able to I did a little, because I'm doing subbing right now. It's like, it's going okay, but I need to go and do other things too. So I've been working on, I've been doing some Instacart. So I ended up getting like a good paycheck from, like, a good day's worth of work from that, which I was very happy about, because that's something that I worry about, is like, especially when I get, like, I haven't been feeling like 10,000 degrees better. So, trying to about doing Instacart on weekends. Yeah, I mean, my area gets really busy during Sundays. So, I was able to take advantage of one of their big promotions on Sundays, which was, which you have to go through the entire process before you actually go and get those promotions. At least do like a couple of them. So I was doing, I did some of that, and it wasn't too bad. Like, my promotion was like 66, like, you get at least a minimum of $66 if you do everything. And so I was like, okay, cool, bet. And yeah, I actually ended up doing pretty well. That was not so bad. This is my G pen. Yeah, I want the G pen. So yeah, it's not too bad. I will say that it's okay. Like, the pay is okay. I know that there's a lot that goes on with it, so. But yeah, like, Giovanna would probably do really well. Like, there's people who, I know, like, I know I do it, like, for a good 2 hours. I get, like, in my amount, like, I get is, like, $40 for 2 hours. So, I mean, you just have to be, you just kind of have to work on. Something tells me it require. Yes, it does. It does require that, but they do offer promotions and stuff for that, which is actually really nice. Um, but also there's a shop only version too, which I kind of want to try that out, especially when it gets later in the day, because my thing is that I don't want to do Instacart during the nighttime, even though it is pretty lucrative, but it's like one of those things of my safety comes first. And there can be some sketch ass areas in Charlotte, just like there's sketch ass places, and like I will say definitely like Charleston too. I mean North Charleston. My cousin worked in North Charleston, so we know we know that area. But if you're like in a really nice area, like I think like the area that you guys are in, like Goose Creek and stuff, should be okay, and Somerville and stuff. So I'm about to say you guys would probably be a-okay with that. But like, yeah, I was like, stick to like the nicer areas, because stick to nicer areas. Get that alcohol one, and the like the alcohol one, and the medication one ASAP, because they give you more stuff to do, but also people tend to tip better. I'm just saying they'll tend to tip better when you are bringing them alcohol. Not gonna lie. Also they'll also tip better if you do prescriptions too. I've had some very nice some very 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 nice nursing home ladies that give me good tips. But that is definitely my advice for it. I mean, I know a lot of people have other advice for it, and it's been okay. I'll say I had a lady yesterday that literally drove me up a wall, because she was like adding on to the order as I was working on her order, and I was like, oh my god, lady, if you like it was not just like one little thing, it was like 10, like, because I'm okay if like one or two little things come up. I'm like, okay, people, it comes up, whatever. This was like her entire grocery list that she just decided to go and just put up, and I was just like, really? And yeah, I was kind of a little annoyed about it. I mean, understandably, it was a little much. I was just like, this is a little much. But but I noticed like people who have animals, they're like super nice, but that's just with any job. It's like people with animals, nicest people. So that's just my opinion. I mean, take it or leave it. But yeah, I understand where she's coming from on that, because it is pretty rough out there right now. It's just the job market just really sucks right now. I have another friend who's trying to look for a job at the same time I am, and she's just like, and I can tell like it's really bothering her. I personally am unbothered. I know that I will eventually land something that I will absolutely like, but is it hard for me right now? Yeah, I'm living through my starving artist. I'm basically just telling myself I'm just living through my starving artist life, and that's okay. I mean, I will just eventually get through this and come out better. So I found out that my grandmother is going to possibly move down to South Carolina. Didn't tell any of us. She was just like, yeah, I'm moving to a nursing home in South Carolina. And we were like, pourquoi? Like, what? Excuse me? Excuse me? So, that was fun. That was fun to finally find out about that. But, you know, I am... My parents are just like, not our business. And I'm like, okay. Because apparently nobody ended up going and talking to us about this at all. They're just like, they just kind of expect us to do stuff, and we're like, man, it's kind of fucked up, but that's kind of how our family, how our South Carolina family works. Unfortunately, they kind of just don't talk to anybody, and then they're just like, oh, surprise Pikachu face. So we're like, whatever. See here. There we go. I'm just trying to... I figure making like a sketch, like a loose sketch, would be a little bit better, a little different. This is for my thank you image, so I'm making little images on my stuff, like a little thank you note one for Etsy. So there we go. Cool beans. But thank you guys for coming. I mean, this has just been, I just wanted to make like an easy little work day. Like if people are doing something, you're good. Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, I'm just enjoying just working on things again. Just drawing, just vibing. Because it has been just a long time since I felt like vibing and doing like stuff like this. I don't know. It's just I'm so glad that I got back to just doing art. Just doing mostly art streams. Prepping the coffee maker for the morning. She's like, how do I set the timer? What do I do? I feel that. I definitely feel that. I feel that. Tomorrow I don't exactly have to go to work because I have an interview tomorrow, so I get to stew over that. I'm kind of glad that I am feeling better because says it from wrestling. Oh yeah, I feel you. It's a lot. That was a lot that you guys took on. It was just a lot of stuff to do. I went back to doing yeah, exactly. That's kind of how I felt about this. It's like I went back to working on art and doing that kind of stuff because that's my passion. And so, people can know when it's not your passion. So I understand. I know I want to play a scary game for Halloween. Or for the Halloween time. I want to play Inscription. Which is like scary games meets tabletop. Which actually was I watched my boyfriend play it. It actually was pretty good. Like, honestly, enjoyed him playing it. Silent Hill the remake 2 is so good though. Nice. Nice. I noticed I tried playing. Okay, so I tried playing. This is gonna make you laugh. I tried playing what's it called? Mortuary's Assistant. I tried playing Mortuary's Assistant. The problem is it did not scare me. I got upset. I got upset because I couldn't take the monster seriously anymore. Because the monster would get up on the thing. And I sat there and I scolded the monster. I scolded the monster as I was his teacher. I was just like, get down from there, you're gonna get yourself hurt. And then at that point, I knew I couldn't play the game because it just didn't scare me at all. I was just like, and I just got grossed out by, I got grossed out by the blood, like, doing the embalmment. I started getting physically sick doing the embalmment. It wasn't like I was scared of the embalmment process. I was just physically getting myself sick. And I was like, this ain't good. I'm gonna throw up on stream, and this ain't gonna be fun for any of us. So I just decided to take my L's and just can't do it. I was like, I just can't do it, guys. Gotta take my L's here. I'm about to throw up with this thing, you know. It's just like, oh yeah, this ain't for me. I was like, some other people, this could be fine, but I'm getting way too queasy, and I'm just, you know, when I did the get down from there, I just sat there and I went, wow, I am just so totally not into this at all. I just sat there and I just scolded this demon as if it was an 8th grader or a 9th grader saying skibbity toilet all the time. I was just like, yeah, you can skibbity toilet that all you want. I just sat there and I was like, I'm totally done. I'm totally done. My inner teacher did come out. It was so bad. I was just like, I just sat there. I just looked at it and went, get your ass down from there. You're going to get yourself hurt. And I just sat there and just laughed about it afterwards. I was like, oh God, why? And you know what's funny? The demon probably would have listened to me. Demon probably been like, you know what? Actually, the demon did listen to me. He just was like, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna get down. I was just like, good. And just, you know, I'm just like, those demons are probably just like, you know what? She deals with 9th graders. I think we can go and give her a pass. You're gonna go to the principal demon's office. I'm calling your mother is more of the threat. I'm contacting your parent / guardian is more of the threat now, because they don't fucking care if they're going to the principal, because the principal will just feed them some fucking fucking candy and then just give them back to me. And I'm like, that never works. He's just like, y'all. It's like, y'all, this ain't discipline. This ain't discipline. Yeah, but Demon probably was just like, oh yeah, she deals with, it's like, I was just like, you know, I'm just vibing, just doing my job, all that kind of stuff, you know, figuring out if I should become like a fucking funeral director, you know, because, you know, I'm cool with dead bodies, I'm cool with this stuff, and you know, and then I'm just getting grossed out more than anything. And I was just like, you know what, I'm just getting grossed out more than anything, and this ain't the life for me. This ain't the life for me. But yeah, the get down from there, you're gonna get yourself hurt to the demon. I think that is, you know, I'm just kind of sitting there like, you know what, this ain't working. This ain't working. I mean, you know, when you deal with kids that sometimes act like they're demon possessed anyways, it's just kind of like one of those moments of, you know what, I'll take the demon. That's kind of how I felt at that point. It's like, I'll take the demon. I'll take the demon any day. And kids just be something else sometimes. I just sat there and I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna... Kids today are so weird. Yes. Yes. Yes, they are. I'm gonna tell you, that is absolutely and 100% correct. They are very weird. I mean, I understand. I understand being weird back in the day. I mean, we had memes and shit. We had no worries, you know, being a millennial. We had our weird stuff. We had memes. We had all that kind of stuff. But then you have these kids. They're like, they're literally like, Miss Christopher, I'm gonna try to, like, yeah, it's like, I'm gonna rizz you up. And I'm like, you're gonna do what to me? Like, I'm gonna rizz you up. And they think that they're so big and badass, and it's so funny because they're just like, they have no idea what the fuck they're doing, and you're just like, okay then. It's like they be weird. I'm just like, they weird. It's okay. It's like, it's okay, kids. I was weird too. But the thing that I don't like about kids now is that there are kids that just don't want to try. And that's what I have a problem with. I have a problem when you just don't want to try to do anything. Like, they're just like, they're so afraid. Like, it's not even that they're afraid to try. They just have the most apathy I've ever seen, ever. It's like, I was like, I thought my generation was apathetic at points. I mean, we had emo music, we had metal, you know, we had that kind of stuff. But these kids are apathetic to like a whole nother level. Like, it's kind of sad to really look at it and think about it, because I mean, we at least had like hobbies and things to do. And I mean, we still have hobbies, but it's like they just don't have like the joy of living. And that's pretty sad. Honestly, that's probably the saddest thing that I can actually say about it. Because at least, like, yeah, granted, we're yeah, exactly. we at least we didn't wear hoodies in the summer like they do now. I definitely wore a hoodie in the summer. No worries. I was dressed as Michael Myers and his nephew and friends. Oh my god, can you hit that gritty Michael for us? What? What? Oh my god, hit the gritty. What? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. No, sometimes they be cringe like that, and it's hilarious. Like, they are just so cringe. But I mean, I'd rather have the cringe in Fortnite. Oh my god, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Yeah, hit the gritty like you do in Fortnite. Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't play Fortnite. I kill people. Oh my god. Beautiful. Oh no. I know. These kids be something else, though. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hit the gritty Michael Myers. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. These kids are so fucking ridiculous. But I will say not all your skipping toilet rolls. If you want to go and make it even worse, say your costumes are Ohio Skibbity Toilet Riz. Now that will definitely go and give them, you know. So that's what I learned. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's Ohio, and I'm like, beautiful. Hey, I learned some stuff while doing middle school substituting. That's one of them. You know, one of the crazy things. My outfit, Max or no cap, for real, for all. Beautiful! Beautiful! I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh my goodness. I think that's hilarious. Oh my god. Yeah, I think it's hilarious, like, that these kids they think they're such big badasses. It's hilarious. But I did have some I do have some really sweet kids. Not gonna lie, like, I've had some really sweet kids. And they'll go and talk to me and stuff like that. And you know, I had one moment where it was like during that period of time where we were having a lot of the issues with more shocked that I knew their lingo. Yeah, they do. It's really funny. It's really funny when they find out, because then you're like the coolest person ever to them. They're like, you are the coolest person ever, and then it's just like, okay, thank you. And I'm like, I really don't think so, but thanks. But that's basically how I look at it. I'm just like, we're just all cringe here. It's okay. There we go. And I'm just keeping on right now. But yeah, no, the kids today, hilarious as fuck. Um, I've had some good kids though. Like, I will say I've had really good kids. Subbing, I've had really good kids when I worked with them as a teacher. You know, it's not, and I'm gonna say it like this. It's not the kids that's keeping me away from teaching now. I would like to still work in the education sector possible, but it's bad administrators. And so I am trying, number one, I'm trying to find a school that has pretty good administration. But also I'm trying to find I'm trying to find people who actually fucking care. That's the problem. Like, I can tell, like, some people, they do really fucking care. And then others, they just don't. And I know that. But I feel like you can actually go and, get kids to actually fucking care about something if you care about yourself. And yeah, it is really just hard to find in the education sector. And I've had a few interviews with other schools already. There's some schools that I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from, all this kind of stuff. Really good, really good. I can tell that they're really good schools. But then there's others, I've had other potential interviews where I have literally looked at places and I went, oh hell no. It's like, you're gonna be, and I go in, which is interesting, I go in as a substitute first. This is how I feel. I go in as a substitute first. Hello, Hillary. And I test the school out. First. If I know that I'm going to sub at that school at some point or anything, and I sometimes will apply for it. I will sometimes just put in for the job before I sub. But I've noticed if I do it after I've subbed at that school, I do a lot better with my interview. I do a lot better with just everything in general. Okay, so I've been doing that instead. And I feel like I've been getting a lot of really good results that way. So, let's see here. I'm just drawing this out. I know, it's a little thank you image that I'm trying to draw out right now. I feel like it's coming together pretty well. And I'm just, the right school, only you can make that. Exactly. So, exactly. And that's kind of the thing. Like, I went for this one interview. It was great. And I'm like, okay, cool. Hopefully they'll call me back. I had a really good time with their principal and, like, the person that is leaving. The person that's leaving really is having, it's really having a big say, which I think is really a testament to how they view their staff. So that's way better than what I left from. But there's one school where I literally, they totally did not respect me. And I was like, you know what? No, thank you. It's like, thanks, but no thanks. It's like, that was like I felt so disrespected that I just sat there and I said, because they were like, oh yeah, they were kind of like holding the interview like hostage on me, and I said, yeah, fuck you guys. Yeah, it was kind of like, it's kind of like, no wonder you have so many positions open. Yeah, it's like, no wonder you have so many positions open, because the way that you have been treating your staff is just fucking ridiculous. So yeah, it's like, I know what I'm worth, and that's the thing. It's like, know what you're worth. You know what? And I'm like, I know what is good for me. So doing all of that stuff. So I am. Yeah, how could this have happened? Yeah, surprise Pikachu face, exactly. Exactly. And that's kind of where I look at people. I'm just like, you know what? Maybe it's you that's the problem. That's how I looked at it. I was like, maybe it's you that's the problem. So, let's see here. Let me erase that. Okay. Yeah. I'm fine with that being erased. And there we go. So, you know, that's kind of how I look at it. There are jobs out there, but, you know, is it worth your mental health and your sanity? Half the time, your answer is no. So I'm trying to do what I can right now. And it's okay. I know that kind of driving everybody a little insane right now, because I'm just like, you know, I'm currently just like, oh, coming to bed. So yeah, have a good one. Have a good one, Captain. I know. Just trying to. There we go. I know that probably looks a lot better. I'm just trying to fix this up a little. I can definitely tell my skills have gotten a lot better lately. And there we go. There we go. So, getting this together. And now I'm going to now this is the thing with this picture. I'm gonna let it sit. I'm gonna let it stew. And the thing is that the why I'm doing it that way is that I want to find some of the areas that might be a little off-putting. So, like right there. Oh shit. So right there, you see? And right there. You see how I could figure that out? I'm just doing a little little things to it. There we go. Just little things to it, because I want to add to it. Oh, shit. And actually, I'm gonna merge these below now. So. Just little things right now. There we go. Yeah. And I know that if I have some time to go and stew over it, that it will, I could probably get some more stuff with it. But right now, I feel like if I do that, there might be a little too much. Yeah, I'm gonna add those stars in, 'cause I haven't done that for a bit. Cool. Now let's see here. So, got those stars going. And I'm just looking at it from a different angles. There we go. And then I am going to finish this up. I mean, that part's a little flat. Bringing that up. Yeah. And as you see, I can fix it up a little. There you go. So. Now, as you see, I know, right? I wonder what's going on Fortnite. Let's see here. There we go. Got some art going. And actually, I kind of want to put a black background on it. So, we're gonna... Been so used to Inktober. That's why I'm like, let's put a black background. Make it nice. Oh, Silent Hill 2? Yeah, I gotta say, I think Silent Hill 2 remake just came out. Because I know my friend who was in here, Captain, was talking about it. Because he streams horror games. And he's like, I'm glad that, you know, people are liking it. Also, spooky season. Also, spooky season is upon us. So, you know, spooky season's upon us. There we go. Cool. Cool. Thinking that's looking good. I am going to leave it for a bit. I think I'm gonna leave it for tonight. And then, you know, judge it, check to see. I did get my chibis done, which that was definitely on the list of things to do. So, there we go. I'm gonna do save as ink you card. Okay, cool. So we'll see how this turns out, how this is moving along. I'm glad that it's starting to turn out a way that I would like it to. So we're gonna yeah. Okay. I'm just adding some little lines. Let's see here. Trying to make some sharper edges. But I'll say this is what happens when I'm just like, I need to leave it alone, and then it's just like, no. It's like, work on this more. You know you want to work on this more. Like, you know you want to do this more. You know there's stuff that needs to be done. There we go. Okay. Cool. And then when I do all of this, I'm going to sharpen it up a bit. There we go. Cool. Yeah, just sharpening it up. And then there we go. And then I'm going to I may color my normal way, but I might do it differently. I've been trying to experiment with coloring a bit too, so I might have to do a little research. And that's okay. That's something that I have been working on. Is researching better ways to do some things. Quicker ways. So. But I think the way this is turning out, looking good. There we go. There we go, there we go. Cool beans, so. Yeah, some of the stuff on here, I'm, you know, trying to figure it out. No, I think I'm about ready to call it a night. I got my stuff saved. So that's the good news about that. I'm just trying to Here we go. Cool. So. There we go, there we go. So. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I think it's looking pretty good, actually. Here we go. Adding a little bit of oomph to that line art. You know, like I always do. There we go. I'm thinking it's looking much better. So, I'm thinking about ending it here. I know, I told you guys I was going to end it in like 10 minutes, but I literally was just like, no, I got too much. I got more to do. But I think it's going. I think it looks good. So, let's see here. Do I have anything special going on? Anything, you know, anything really? No? No? Man, I do have a lot of people playing Fortnite right now. Wow. I have plenty of people playing Fortnite right now. Holy crap. I have a couple of people doing art right now, too. So, I don't know. I don't really see that I am have anybody on my thing, so I'm gonna just end it here for Twitch, YouTube. You guys already know the gist. I should have a video out soon, which is really cool. I'm really excited about that. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I'm actually why do we have a lot of photos right now? Oh my goodness, why do we have this so much? So I'm gonna end it here. I'll see you guys later. Next video should be out Wednesday, so I'll see you guys. Bye.